Hey guys, welcome to this Microsoft Excel course. Now this course is for everyone. Let's say if you're in the Mac operating system, or if you're in the Windows operating system, or in the web version. So we have covered Excel for each operating system. So inside this course, we will going to guide you the basics of Excel, like different formatting options, how you can insert tables, pivot tables, how you can create charts, how you can format your tables in different ways, how you can save your Excel file, how you can export your file, let's say in PDF format, and much more. So if you're interested, do watch the complete free course from starting to end. Hey guys, so welcome to this Microsoft Excel 365 course. Now I'm very much happy that you guys have here and joined this free Excel course. You will learn the basics of Microsoft Excel, but don't worry, I will going to share with you lots of resources which will really going to help you out throughout the course. We will teach you all the basic concept of Excel step by step. We will be little bit quick, okay, and most of the things we will provide you with more resources in this free course. It will really going to help you out. Now, don't worry, this course will be totally practical. We will not go to any of the theory based stuff. Everything will be practical step by step. We will going to cover the Mac version, Windows version, as well as the web version. So don't worry about anything, whether you are in different operating system. So let's get started with Microsoft Excel. Now guys, let's talk about how you can set up the Microsoft Excel. So I will not go too much in depth, but it's very simple. All you need to do is to search on your browser Microsoft Excel. Click on enter button, and then you will just go here to the Microsoft account right over here. Okay. So in case you don't have the Microsoft account, just click at the top sign in button, and let's say you don't have the account, so you can just click on this create one button, and this will allow you to create your account. Just put the email address and then just set up your password, and boom, you will be able to create your account. Super simple and easy. After you guys do that, so whatever the operating system you have, so for example, if you're using, let's say, the Mac version of Excel, just simply go to your app store and just search here for the Excel, Microsoft Excel, and just click on enter, and then you can just download the Microsoft Excel from your app store. And if you're the Windows user, so you all know that we have the Windows Store. Okay, so from the Windows Store, you can just open that Windows Store, search for Excel, and just download it. You can see here all your 365 plan is right over here. Okay, and let's say you want to use it in the web version, so just simply go to this URL, which is excel.cloud.microsoft. Once you go to this particular URL, or just simply go to and search for Excel, you will see this URL, excel.cloud.microsoft. Just go here, boom, you're right over here. So when you open all your applications, just make sure that you just go to your account and just sign in with the Microsoft account which you have created the account with. Okay, that's it. Then automatically it will be connected, and same on the Windows version as well. Just do the same thing. Just go on the Mac version, just tap here, and from here just sign in. Okay, so you can see logout option, but you will see the login option. So just log in with that same email ID and password which you use to create your Microsoft account. So it's something very simple. And in the web version, of course, just sign in with that same email ID and password. Then what will happen, your complete I can say Microsoft Excel will be, I can say, sync together. Okay, so that's how amazing it is, frankly speaking. And the another benefit is that, let's say if you go here with the blank workbook, or let's say if I just open, let's say, this sales data I have. Okay, Here also I have the sales data in the window version, and here also in the Excel version I have the sales data. Now what is the benefit of login? Okay, let's say with the same email ID throughout all your devices. So let's say if I just go to the source data, and let's say if I write here, let's say K, click on enter. Now this K will automatically be written in all your devices as well. So in the web version, if you refresh, you will also see the K will be written over here as well. Okay, let me make sure that the okay, let's try to write here, let's say LL. Okay, so I guess this is not the same. Okay, it's okay, you can see LL is also written, and in the window version, in the Mac version also it will be written soon. Okay, you can see it's written right over here. Okay, now let's say after this 60003, let's say if I write here, let's say 123, click on enter. Now this 123 will be also written on all your devices, so whether you're just using the Android version, iOS version. So if you just log in your account with the same Microsoft email and password, so whatever, let's say, activity you do in one particular device, so automatically all the data will be synced across all the devices. So this is another benefit, but in nutshell, hope you guys have understood how you can set up. You can always on the window version, at the top you guys will going to see we have this home option. This will just going to help you to display all or take back to you the home page here. And for the I can say window version, just click on the file, it will take you back right over here. And for the web version, click on this logo, it will take you back to the home page of the Excel. Okay, so that's how you can just set it up, the Excel. Hey guys, now we will going to understand about what is worksheet and sheets. Okay, so guys, for now let's go ahead and remove all this thing. Now worksheet, so this is a complete worksheet. Now guys, here if you will click on this arrow, so here you can see we have sheets. So basically Excel help you to create a complete sheet. Okay, for example, let's say if you go to the web version, click on create blank workbook. So when you click on it, so it's an entire worksheet, or you can say workbook. And here you can see you can inside the workbook you can create as many as sheet. Okay, so for example, this is one complete workbook, and inside that we have created one sheet which is of pivot table, one sheet about the dashboard. Okay, and another sheet we created for the source data. So just understand, worksheet is the entire sheet, and inside worksheet you can create as many as sheet. Okay, where you guys can work. Very simple, easy. Let's see how we can create that. Just go to the home page. Let's say I'm in the Mac version, I will simply going to click on blank workbook, and of course you can just extend it like this. And now what you can do is that you can just enable it auto save. Now let's say if I name it, let's say free Excel code, something like this. Let's save it up, and you can see this worksheet is created, and we have name it as a free Excel course. And most probably as we have save it, so this will automatically be available to your other devices. Let's say if I open the Excel, here you can see free Excel course. Can you see this here, right here? So I can also now access this particular sheet, okay, worksheet inside my other devices. Even in the web version you can just get that free Excel course. You can see it's right over here. So you can see how cool that is. Okay, so that is what it is. Now inside this sheet, inside this worksheet, you can create as many as sheets. So let's say you can say it like, let's say it's basically sheet 1. Okay, where you are working, you can see, you can click on this plus button, it will help you to create sheet number 2 like this, and so on. So you can see automatically whatever changes you will going to do, it will automatically sync to your other devices as well. So that's the difference between the worksheet, or sorry, workbook, okay, and sheets, okay, inside workbook. So workbook is the entire file of a Excel, and sheets are basically in any particular workbook you can create as many a sheet, and of course you can even name it. Let's say if you right click, you can even rename it. Let's say I can say, let's say it's a dummy. Let's say click on enter, and you will see automatically it will change to your other devices as well. So whenever you create any workbook, make sure that you auto save it, okay, so that whatever you're doing with your sheet, it will also be visible across other devices where you have login with the same credentials, okay. So same data will sync across all the devices while using the Excel. Now guys, we will going to understand what is basically rows and columns, and it's very simple and easy, to be honest, okay. So rows, what are rows? So guys, rows is basically this part you can see here, this complete entire line is row 1. You can say it row 1, it's row 2, it's row 3, it's row 4, it's row 5, okay. And columns, when we talk about columns, so always remember the rows will be from left to right or right to left. When we talk about column, it will be from up to down or down to up. So here you can say, when you just go with this line, let's say this will be column A, this will be column B, this will be column C, and this will be column D, and so on. So hope you guys are getting the concept clear, okay. What is basically the rows and column, okay. So this you have this row A, B, C, D, it will continue to go, and rows will be like this, row 1, 2, 3, okay. Let's say row 23, it's row number 24, like that. Now guys, we will talk about the cells, okay. Wait, let me just show you here. So guys, you can see here we will now going to talk about cells. What are cells? So you see these small boxes, okay. So these small boxes are known as cell. You can add whatever value inside it. For example, if you select any cell, let's say if I write ABC, okay. Now here you just need to notice also one thing, that whenever you are in the editing, okay, whenever you are writing there, so it will always show you enter, okay. Now let's say what does this mean? So you can see here I'm right now writing. If I click on enter button, so it will show that the cell is now ready, basically just the notification, okay. You can see now it's ready because we are not editing right now, okay. Now let's say if I select this cell, if I write, let's say 23, okay, and let's say if I write here Kunal, and if I write again number. Now one thing, always notice that by default all the text will be aligned to left and the numbers will be aligned to right, okay. But this is how you can add any value inside the cell. It could be text, numbers, or let's say it could be a decimal value, anything you want. Now after you have learned about it, now let's also understand about the cell location. Now guys, every cell has one location. Now if you will see here, if I select here right now this cell, now just notice here one thing. When you select this cell, it will show it's A1, okay. So let's say when you take your cursor here, first of all it will be highlighted into green like this, you can see, and others are in black color. Now why that happened? Because when you, let's say, select this cell, so the column is A and row is 1. So column and rows, so the location of this cell has become A1, okay. Now let's say if you will select, let's say, this cell, so what will happen? The cell location will become B, because B is the column and 1 is the row. So B1 will become the location. Let's try it out. If I select here, so you can see it changed to B1. And let's say if I select, let's say, over here. Now see here, when you will select, let's say, this particular cell, so what happened is that it is saying B5. Why B5? Because B is the column which is coming right over here, and 5 is the row which is coming right over here. So that's why it showed us B5. So this is the location of any cell. So it's very easy to find okay, the location of any cell. Let's say if I select G, this one, so G and 4 is basically the row, so G4. So you can see at the top it's showing G4. And also always notice, let's say if I select this location, okay, so at the top also here, first of all, location will show here, and whatever value you will going to put here, okay, on your cell will going to show at the top. Even the formula can be seen right over here. We will talk about formula later. If I select here, it will show B6 as the cell location, but right now here there's a empty because nothing is right over here. If I select this one, so it will show the location D5, which is the cell location, and inside the value we have ABC. Okay, so that's how basically it works. Also guys, you can select basically the cell range. Okay, so what is that? So now let's say if I select this cell and just drag it like this, okay, so what happened? You have selected the range of cell from this part. So what will happen? It will say B3 colon till D3. Okay, B3 to D3. Why? Because you have selected here. You can see that this location is starting from B3 and it's ending here at the D3. Okay, so that's the range of the cell. We will talk that practically as well, but in general, hope you have understood the basics of what the cell is, what's the value, okay, and the location, and also we have discussed range. Now guys, we will going to talk about smart fill, okay, or you can say flash fill. So you can see this feature here, okay, which is the fill. Okay, in the window version also you can see this fill feature, and in the web version you can just click on this drop down arrow ribbon, click on classic ribbon, and from here you can just go to home. Okay, and from here it will automatically going to include it. Okay, even if you don't see that right over here, but still you can do that. Okay, so what is this option? So suppose if I write here Sunday, click on enter. Okay, now if you will see here, just take your cursor to this section. You okay, just take your cursor to this point. Let me show you. Just see here, you can see this is the arrow. You will going to get this black arrow. You can just drag it like this, and you can see automatically Excel has understood that, okay, after Sunday, Monday will be there, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is pretty great. So that is the flash fill option. Okay, works similarly in all the devices. But let's say if I write here 1, okay, click on enter. Now the thing is that if you try to drag, let's say 1 here, so it will be only 1 1 1 1. But if you give Excel some pattern, let's say 1 2, and let's say if you select both of this cell, and now if you just drag it, so it will understand that, okay, pattern is 1 2, then of course after that 3 4 5 6 7. So this is the flash fill feature we have. Okay, which is pretty great. Okay, now guys, what I want you guys here, let's say if I just write here, let's say serial number. Okay, okay, and let's say if I just write here, let's say sales, or let's go here with the product name. Okay, the name of the product. Okay, So let's say the product name is, let's say, A, then B, and let me just select both of the range, and I can just drag it right over here. Okay, A, B, A, B. Okay, but let's remove this. Let's go with A, just drag it here, so it will be the same. Okay, so A, B, then C, and you can just similarly select it. Okay, it will just going to produce the same. Let's write here D. Okay, now sales, let's say this particular product has given the sales of 34, 25, 75, 46. Okay, that is what you guys can say. Okay, and expense, you can also write the expense and the how much profits you're getting from it, and total. Okay, by the way, we will teach you one concept, but hope you guys have understood the concept of fill. Okay, flash fill, we can also utilize it for formulas. Now let me show you how that works. Okay, so let's discuss about some formulas. So guys, in Excel, whenever you put equals to, it will help you to add the formula. The plenty of formula like sum formula, tap it. Now whenever you select any formula, it will tell you guys that okay, what you need to add in the formula. Let's say sum is written here, sum. Okay, then if you will going to see that here we have the brackets, then it is saying that add the number 1, then you have to put comma, number 2, and so on, and at the end you have to close the bracket. Okay, so this is how you can do that, and there are plenty of other formulas like, let's say, random. You can see random. Okay, which is random here, or you can even select the random between, and it will tell you that okay, what will be the random number you want from bottom to the top. Let's try that. Okay, so for example, if I go here in the expense, if I click on equals to, now I can just search random. Okay, let's say random number. Once I select this, now just notice one thing. Okay, over here what we have. Okay, so if you will see random between, okay, the formula I said it, the bracket is open, it's saying the what will be the bottom number. So I want that randomly a number will be generated. Okay, I just don't have to write manually like 34, 25. So this is just a number I have written, but I want a system to automatically generate the number for me. So what will be the lowest number I want? So let's say the lowest number I want should be, let's say, 7. Okay, you can see you have put the bottom number, then it is saying to put the comma. Okay, so I will put comma, and now it's asking to add the top number. So let's say the top number should be, let's say, 18, and then it is saying to close the bracket. You can see close the bracket, and then you can see the formula instruction is gone. Click on enter, and you can see automatically, if you see, it has generated the number for us. And if you double tap on it, you can see why, because we have said that between 7 to 18 you have to generate the number. Okay, so again if I press enter, so it will generate the new number. If I again click on enter, it will generate the new number, but all the numbers will be between the 7 to 18. Okay, which is great. So this is the expense. Now you can also use the flash fill. Now just take your cursor here, just drag it, okay, like this. So you can see automatically it has generated the random number. Okay, and if you will going to notice, if I select this cell, so at the top you guys can see that it is using the formula random between, okay, which we have added. Okay, so after we have just dragged that through the flash fill, so everywhere the same formula it is using. Okay, like that. Pretty great. Okay, so that's how you can use the formulas and flash fill. Now let's say I want to calculate the total. Wait, okay, so what I will going to do is that I will put equals to, wait, let me just open that. Okay, now let's say I want to total this up, so I can use one formula as equals to sum. Now I want to do sum, okay, total, so I will write sum. If you want to do subtract, you will just going to write subtract. Okay, if you want to do multiply, so you will just going to write multiply. Okay, some like that. Okay, so let's go with the sum, and you can see plenty of options. Sum if, sum, we will, let's say, not talk about it right now. Let's first select sum, select it. Now you can see it's telling number, so the very first I can select this number like this. Then you can click on plus button, then you can select this cell. What is happening here? You can see this cell location is B3. This cell location which I have selected is B4, so that's why B4. Now when I select, let's say, this particular cell, okay, let's say if I select this cell, so you can see what will be the location B and 5. B5 will be the location of this cell. Okay, let's try that. So I will add plus, I will select this cell, so you can see B5 cell is selected. I will click on plus button. Now this cell is selected, B6. Now close the bracket, click on enter, and it will tell, okay, when you will sum up this thing, so you will going to get 180. Okay, that is how amazing it is. Wait, let's do one thing. Let's copy and paste it here. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me remove that again. Let's, very simple, equals to sum. Okay, so you can just do it manually, but the best way is to select the range of the cell. So let's say if I select this cell like this, then what's happening here? Just notice what is happening. Cell is starting from this cell, and see the location of this cell, it's B3. So it's B here and 3 here. Remember this range I taught you in the cell. So B3 is here, and it's ending in B6. Why? Because B is here. Okay, you can see B is here and 6 is here, and this is the cell, and you will see it's B6. So you're selecting the range of the cell. Okay, so instead of typing plus 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 again and again, just do this simple thing, close the bracket, click on enter, again same thing. How amazing that is. Now let's say I also want to sum up the expenses. So what I can do, I can select this cell, I can just drag that to left like this. So automatically what will happen, it will put the expenses, it will just going to add up all the expenses, and here is the formula. If you just double tap, it will automatically going to select that. It's because of flash fill, which is intelligent, okay, by Microsoft. That's how amazing it is to use the I can say formulas, okay, and the flash fill. Now let's say profits. I want to say what will be the profit. So profit, you all know, sales minus expenses. Okay, 34 minus 18 will be the profit. So basically the name of the product is, say, how much sale it has generated is 34, and how much expenses for selling this product is 18. So the profit will be 34 minus 18. So I will just going to write equals to, okay, I can rightly select, let's say, this cell minus this cell, click on enter. That's the profit we got. Okay, pretty great. And let's say if you use the flash fill, just take your flash fill, just take your cursor here till you get this black line, black plus arrow, then just drag it, boom. Now 25 minus 18 is 17. Okay, that's how it is, and here is your total profit you have got. Okay, so that's how, guys, you can add the formulas and play in the Excel. By the way, if you just go to the Safari, okay, or any browser, just search for this website, Kuku courses. Okay, click on enter, just go to this website, kukucourses.com. Open this website, and guys, once you open this particular website, you just need to click on free courses and just search here Excel, and here you will see this data analysis for beginners with Microsoft Excel. If you open this course, click on the start course button. It's a free course, anyone can come here, select the first lesson, And guys, when you will watch this particular lesson, you will learn how we have used lot many of the formulas. So of course this is a free course, okay, where I just want to cover all the Excel, okay, most of the thing. But if you want to learn more about the formulas, so you can follow my another course from my website, which is right over here. You can see plate formulas. So here you will find text. Here we have discussed more formulas. Basically, if you data. So guys, now let's just discuss about some of the text function. Now there are plenty of functions, okay. You type let hello, how the text left. Okay, so you can see that we are using the formulas. Okay, there are plenty of formulas. So in this lesson, the formulas is covered in detail. Okay, and by the way, this is our amazing website. If you just go to our website, free courses, you will going to find lot many courses. Just select the public, you will see all the free course we have from Microsoft Clipchamp editor, email marketing, Notion course, Discord course, Slack course, AI agent and automation course, AI course, build e-commerce website course. Just click on the second button, you will going to find API course, data analytics course, build blogging. So these are all the free course. You can just explore all the free courses from our website. Just select it, click on start learning button. Let's say if you want to learn Canva, click on start course, the course will start. Okay, and you can watch the course for absolutely free. Also you can just go to courses, select the paid. We do have some paid courses as well. It will just going to cost you $5 for each course. Okay, you can see when the Microsoft Excel course we have right over here. Okay, so you can see it's a complete 11 hours course, which is very in-depth course about Microsoft Excel. So you can explore this, but all these courses will just going to cost you $5. Okay, but the thing we have done is very easy. What we have done, all the paid course which we have, okay, you can see plenty of free courses we have. So all this course we have just added inside our membership. So just go to pricing, membership. Here you can see we have two membership, yearly and the lifetime deal is the best value for money deal, where just with one time payment you can access all our courses which we have in our collection as the paid courses. You can access all of them, and also whenever we launch new courses, you will also be able to access them for absolutely free once you get the lifetime deal. So make sure that explore it. We have lot many courses, okay, very high professional AI oriented courses, from Notion course, Outlook with AI. Go to the second page, you will see OneNote course, you will see Sandfox email marketing course, Slack course, okay, and much courses. Make sure that you check them out. Very popular nowadays is N8N automation. You can see it's totally 17 hours course. So just with $49 you will be able to access all our premium paid courses at very affordable price. But anyway, make sure that you can explore that free course which I have suggested to learn more about the Excel. Okay, now guys, as we have created this data, okay, so this data is created, if you will see everywhere in your web version and all. So here guys, you can also format your data. So let's say I want to make the name, sales, expense, profit bold. I can select it like this, go to home in the Mac. You will see this option, bold, italic, underline, and in the window version you can also select that. Under your home you will see the same options, bold, font change, and in the web version too you can see. So options are same. So let's say if I select this option, now I can make the text bold because I want to make this header look bold. Pretty great. If you want, you can even change the color of it. Let's say I can change the color to maybe red. So you can see it has been changed to red. If you want to change the background color, you can just change the color to maybe green, like this, which is looking worst, to be honest. I can select it and let's make it light, let's say yellow. Great. Similarly, I want to make the total sort of a bold, like that. Great. So that's how you can do formatting. And for ABCD also I can select it, and let's say I want to make it italic and bold, and let's say I want to change the font to some other, maybe AI nil, like that. Pretty great, very simple, nothing complicated. And let's say you want to make all your data, let's say, to the center align, you can even select it, you can put it to manually as well. Okay, otherwise what you can do is that if you want your data to be aligned, let's say, properly, so you can select all of them. Let's say you can make it center align, like that. So you can see all your data now got center align. Pretty great. Okay, so this is how you can just do formatting, okay, in your Excel. Very simple, nothing complicated. And another thing you can format is by adding the things. So here you can just right click. Okay, you can basically clear the content, you can even undo it. So let's say you want to go to your previous tab, so you can just do that from here, like that. Okay, and same undo option is here in the window version, and in your web version it's right over here. Okay, so that is what it is. Now another thing which I want, let's say I can select this one, and let's say I can also add this blue line, like this. Now you can also increase the font size, let's say, to 14. Also you can increase the font size from here. You can click it to increase and click here to decrease, like that. Okay, very simple and easy. You can also select, let's say, any column, you can also select any row, like that. You can select any column, you can right click on it, you can click on insert, so it will insert one column here. You can also right click, and now you can also delete the column. You can even select any row. Let's say I select this row, right click, you can insert, okay, a new row, like that, and you can just write that. But let's say I go to the previous step. Okay, undo it. Same thing can be done in the window version. Right click and you will see the insert option. Okay, it's actually the very same. Okay, so nothing to be worried about. But hope you guys have got a very clear cut understanding, okay, how you can format your data. It's very simple. Just go to the top home page and you will see all the customize option. Now guys, it's very much important to learn about tables in Excel. So whenever you want to convert any of your data into tables, just select it. Let's say I want to convert, let's say, this whole table. I will select it, go to the top insert, and here you will see this table option. You can see that same option you will basically be able to see in the window version, tables, and in the web version too, table here. Perfect. Let me select it again just for a safe side. Select it, click on tables, and it will show you like this. Okay, and select this my table has the header, so automatically it will take the top column in this as a header. Click on OK. Boom. Awesome. So now we have converted our data into table. Now it has lot many benefits. First of all, if you select it, so you can see if you select it anywhere in the table, at the top you can see table option got enabled. But if you click outside here, so that table option will go. So again, if I select anywhere, the table option will be enabled. I can simply click on this table, and I can even design how my, let's say, table will look like. Perfect. Okay, so that's how you can even format the tables. You can even remove the duplicates. If there are some duplicates in the table, you can just do that, and so on. Perfect, right? Now you can see that when you convert your data into table like we have did right now, so we also get the option to do the sorting. So let's say right now it's showing all the data, but instead of that, let's say I only want to see the A data. So it will only show me A data. If I click on the filter again, click on clear filter, okay, like that. So you can even filter, you can do sorting as well. Let's try that here as well. Let's say if I click on the expense, okay, and let's say I want to filter, or let's say sort on the basis of the smallest to largest. That means I want all the smallest value to be at the top and the uh, largest value to be at the down. So just click here, let's say sort smallest to largest. See everyone, so you can see all the small value is now down, okay, and all the top value is up, okay. You can just filter that. Let me just do that, okay. You can also go from the largest to smallest because we have added the random formula, so because of that it's creating the issue. But anyway, let me just undo it, okay. Now another thing which I want you guys to tell is that you can see here everywhere we have the random numbers, okay. Now let's say for some reason what I want is that I don't want, let's say, okay, I got this number. Now I want that this number, I want to copy it. So I will just go to home and I will click on the copy button. Once I get copy, now I can even paste it. But when I click on paste, so here you can only paste the values. You can paste the value and do the number formatting. So let's say if I just click on paste values, once I do that, now you can see now they click on escape button, okay. Now you can see it's now only saying that okay, these are now normal numbers. Earlier it was in the formulas, okay, so every time it was changing. Now let's say if I do the sorting now, let's say ascending to descending, okay, so you can see it has changed from ascending to descending. That means the lowest value is at the top and the highest value is at the top. What I did, just try to understand one simple thing. Let me just undo it. Here you can see right now the problem is that whenever if I, let's say, add some sort of a filter, let's say if I do that, so every time the value will change, okay. Why? Because random formula is here. So let's say 16 is here, okay, click on enter, again it will change the value. So I want that this value now should be, you know, like a number. It shouldn't be the formula. So I want to convert this formula based numbers into normal value. So if you select here, let's say any of these cells, so you can see it will follow this formula, okay. But let's say let's copy this now. Just go to home, copy. Now just go here, just click on this drop down value and click on paste values only. Now you can see it's now no more. Click on escape button. It's now no more with the formula, okay. It's now only the normal values, okay. So that's how you can just add the tables and you can format it, and you can just do sorting and filtering right over here. Let's untick that so the sorting will go, okay. You can even add the filter, and also you can choose the filter, let's say by color. You can also choose the filter. Let's say I only want to see all the numbers, let's say, which is greater than, let's say, 15. Click on enter, so you can see only greater than 15 is showing you right over here, which is great, right? But you can just clear that. So you can just try out this filters, sorting the data, and so on, okay. Now guys, we will going to learn about the pivot table. Now just understand one simple thing. We have for now taught you the concept of table, okay. Now we will going to teach you the concept of pivot table, and then we will learn the concept of pivot charts. Perfect. Now guys, these three are very interlinked topic. That means you can only create pivot table, okay, after you have a table, okay. So So you okay, so you need to first create the table, then you can create pivot table. Okay, so it depends on the table. Okay, but let's first understand the meaning of pivot table. Okay, so let's say you want to extract some specific data from table, then we use pivot table. Okay, and when we talk about pivot chart, so create charts using, I can say, pivot table. So here we have told you few things which you need to consider. So we have taught you how you can create the table. Okay, we created the table. Now his pivot table basically help you to extract some specific data from the table. Now let's say I want to get the data of the, let's say, product, okay, and the expense. I don't want the sales data, profit data. So what you can do, you can either select the name like this, paste it here, and the expense like this, paste it here. So this is the manual way. Of course, right now data is very small, but maybe when the data is very huge, so this particular thing to do manually becomes very complicated. Okay, so what we guys do is that we basically use the pivot table that basically allow you to create or extract the only data you want to see. So let's say you only want to get the, let's say, product name, and let's say the profits, then it will do the tax for you. Let's say you only want to see the sales data and let's say expense data, so that can also be seen. So that is the pivot table. Let's see that. So I will select this table like this. Now just go to insert. The same thing can be done here. You will see the insert pivot table option here, and in the web version also you can see the pivot table option. Same. Click on pivot table, and then it will ask you that, okay, select the table or the range where you want this table to be. Okay, by the way, we have already selected the range. You can see we have already selected the table, so you can see it's showing table number 1. Why table number 1? Because if you select, let's say, this table, and let's say you go to the home, so or let's go to the, I guess, in the table. Okay, just go to table. Here you can see the table 1. You can even rename it. You can see here it showing table 1. Why? Because this is the only table we have. If you create another table, it will become table 2, and from here you can change the name of the table. So let's say I can say product table like this. Click on enter, and now we have just named it to the product table. Select the it like this, go to insert, click pivot table, same option. Okay, now it has already selected. Now you can see table is named as a product table because we have named that. Now it's saying that where you want to place this pivot table, in the new worksheet or in the existing worksheet. Existing worksheet is basically the this dummy sheet. Okay, and when we talk about, let's say, new worksheet, so new worksheet, it will, what it will going to do is that it will create a new worksheet for you, and there it will create the pivot table for you. Let's try that. So let's say if I just select the existing, so when you select the existing, you can select and tap where you want the pivot table. Let's say if I select this, you can see this cell is selected. Click on OK, and boom, you can see a pivot table will open. If you click outside of it, it will not show anything. If you click here, it will open up this field for you. And let's say now, let's say I only want the name data and profits. I just want to see which product has given how much profit. So I can just do one thing. I can just select the name of the product, and I can select the let's say total profits my product has got. That's the purpose of pivot table. You can see now I can see the product name and the profit I have got from that product. And that is exactly what I taught you. Pivot table, basically you have a main table. Okay, so this is the main table where you have all data, okay. So from all data, let's say you only want some specific sort of a data, so you use pivot table. And that is what happened. If you will going to notice, this is the total table with all the data. Okay, but out of this total data we only extract the data of the product here and the profits here, which is right over here. Okay, so that is the purpose of the pivot table. And using this pivot table you can also create charts. We will talk about that, but hope you guys are getting the concept clear. Now let's again select the pivot table. Let's say I select this range. Now this time I again go to insert. Now pivot table, let's create another pivot table. Again I selected the range, I haven't include the total. Now this time I will select new worksheet. I will click on OK. So a new worksheet will be created and there the pivot table will edit. Now let's say I only want to see the name of the product and I just want to see how much sales my product has generated. So you can see it's right over here. Okay, so you are understanding what I am doing. Out of the total data I'm only interested to see some specific data. So this time I only want to see the product data and the sales data. Instead of total data I just picked only the name of the product and the sales of the product which has got. Okay, which is these two data I only extracted from the entire table. This is where you can use pivot table. Same concept you have here in the window version. Select, let's say, table. Same in the web version, select pivot table. Same option it will do. It will select the range which is the table which we have named as a product table. You can even select, let's say, where you want. Let's say new worksheet I want. Click on OK, and a new worksheet will be created. And this time let's say I want sales data and let's say how much is the expense and how much is the profits. That's the only data we want. So that data I have got right over here. You can even select the name, so it will show you entire table. Let's say I only want to see this time how much is the total product and how much expense for that product. Perfect. So for now you have understood a very basic concept which I am trying to teach you guys. Is about pivot table. Okay, so hope you guys have understood. Pivot table help allow you to extract only the data you want from the entire table. Okay, that's it, and that is what the pivot table is all about. Now let's talk about the charts. Very simple, you can create charts using pivot table. So pivot table we created. Now using that you can easily create now charts. Charts basically, now what is chart? Basically chart help you to show data in easy way. What's the purpose of charts? So we create charts using pivot table first of all. So just understand, from your table you will create pivot table, and from pivot table you will create your pivot charts. Now what is the purpose of chart? It's very simple. It basically allow us to present data in visual way. Perfect, that is what it is. For example, I will go to this dummy one. Here let's say we have this pivot table. I can select it, go to insert, and from here let's say I can create charts. Let's say from the charts you can see you have the bar charts. You can select, let's say, bar charts, and you can see it has created the bar charts for us on the basis of that pivot table. You can see it's right over here. Okay, perfect. So what you have understood, very simple. Using table you have created pivot table, and using your pivot table you created the charts. That's how the simple concept is. And you can see according to that it's showing you all the data like ABCD product. Total I shouldn't include, but just for teaching purpose, okay, for formula I taught you, but you can ignore that. But anyway, that's how it will show you guys, okay, the data for each product. Let's say A has put 17, okay. Of course, you can also select it, okay. You can also right click, and you can even do plenty of editing over it, okay. But the thing is that we will going to talk about this after, okay. These are some advanced topic which I don't want to include for now, but as a beginner you have understood that using pivot table we can create charts. I can again select this pivot table, let's say, and this time I will insert. Otherwise, if you go here, okay, if you insert and if you directly, let's say, click on any chart, so it will not going to work, it will be empty, okay. So that's why we have to first select the pivot table, select it like this, go to insert, and this time let's say I will go with this 2D line. It will show me the stuff, okay. But it's very good when you have the two numbers. So let's now go with maybe this data, okay, scatter data. You can't create, okay, with this data, okay. So let's create maybe 3D columns. You can see now we have, I guess, another data. Now if you select this pivot table, let's do one thing, okay. I will put, let's say, expenses here, okay, and profits here. I have a 3 data. So if you want, you can even put them like this, okay. Profits, you can put it in the rows, so you can see this is how your profits are. And now you can just select this, and this time you can just go to insert, and you can select this type of data like that, and that's how perfect it is. It is showing the sum of sales and sum of expense. Now of course expense is smaller, so you can see the line of the expenses at the bottom, and the sum of sales is highest, so it's showing here, okay, and on the basis of your profits. That's pretty great. So hope you guys are getting the concept clear, that what is pivot table and pivot charts, okay, and you can easily create that in Microsoft Excel. Now guys, one thing you can also do is that you can use this tables charts to create the Excel dashboard like this. So here you can see I have the month, so similarly I have the main table, okay. Using this table we created the pivot tables like this, okay. You can see here, and using this pivot table we build these charts, you can see, and they all are interacting. For example, let's say I want to see wait, let me show you this way, okay. I just want to show you the data properly, okay. So I have this data. Let's say now I want to see on the May how much, let's say I got the sales, okay, through category in the May. I will select it. Now you can see automatically on the basis of the May of month, it has selected that, okay, in the month of May, on the basis of a category, I got this much sales, by city this much sale, okay, product by sale. So automatically the complete dashboard is interacting, if you will see it carefully. So guys, this is some advanced topic which you guys can even do in the Microsoft Excel, okay. But what I suggest you, of course this is a beginner friendly course, so it's something a very advanced topic by building this type of a dashboard. But for now we have understood the basics, which is sort of good for us. But if you actually want to go with this advanced thing, so here we have to learn lot many things, okay, about Excel and all. So what I recommend you, like I have already shown you, you can just visit to my website kukucourses.com, and as we have told you, you can just search for Excel, and you will see this Microsoft Excel course using Microsoft Copilot and AI. It's a complete 11 hours course. Here we have discussed about Microsoft Excel in very detail. Okay, and if you will scroll down, okay, you can see each and everything has been taught in detail. Okay, like rows, columns, data entry, formatting, okay, with formulas and conditional formatting, sorting filters, data validation, find, replace, export, pivot table, charts, Excel. Okay, and plenty of things has been covered, and here you can see create Excel dashboard using pivot tables and charts. So step by step we have covered that here as well inside this course. Okay, but of course you can, if you're interested, you can just come to the website. Otherwise I will attach the lesson in link in the bonus lesson. Okay, so you can also get the course from there. But value for money will be just to get it from our website through the membership lifetime deal. It will be worth for you to invest here. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to know. In case you want to create the dashboard, that is something advanced topic covered inside the advanced course which I have shown you right now. Now guys, some people talk about the settings. Okay, so guys, when we talk about the Mac version, Window version we will cover too. So let's say in window version it's very simple. Just click anywhere at the top, right click, and you will see this customize the ribbon option, and it will going to open entire Excel settings for you. Okay, so let's say if you go to the customized ribbon, ribbon is this particular part. Okay, and let's say whatever things you want to see, you can do that. For example, here we have developers. Okay, you can see here we have the developers, and developer is tick mark here. And let's say for some reason I don't want developer here, I will untick it, click on OK, and the developer will go. So these are the Excel related settings we have in the Excel. Plenty of options we have. Of course we will not go here, but generally some people ask us, hey, how we can access the setting. So in the window version you can just do this way. And when we talk about the Mac version, so you can just go to Excel, you can click on preferences, and then this option will be open, okay, for you, and this is how it will look. So the same thing which you have done in the Windows. So let's say ribbon, so let's say you can do that from here, and from here you can see what are the options you want. So let's say developer option is untick. Let's select it, click on save, and you will going to notice the developer option will be inside your Excel here. Now edit. Okay, so that's how you can just get to the settings. Okay, for your Excel. Okay, and in the web version generally it's not possible to do here, but of course Microsoft will add the option very soon. Okay, then you can do that. But anyway, I have shown you for the both devices, which is Windows and Mac, how you can access the Excel settings. Okay, and you can make changes as per your need. Now guys, let's see how you guys can export your files. Okay, which is something very important for us to know. Okay, so guys, when we talk about exports, you can basically go to the top. Okay, and here in the files you will see the option to save a copy, this one. Once you click on this, you can see, let's say on your computer, so in my case it's my Mac, so I will click on my Mac because I want to save the file on my particular Mac. So I will select here on my Mac. Okay, then it will tell me that okay, where you want to save, Kunal. So let's say I want to save it to the downloads, because in my downloads here I want to save it. You can just name the file. Okay, and the format you want. Just click on save button, and you will going to notice that the Excel file is right over here. Okay, you can just open this and this file will open. Also you can just go ahead and convert this to maybe in the form of a PDF. Same option, save as. This time it will be Okay, it's already on my computer download. This time let's go with the PDF format. There are other options as well where you can export. I will select PDF, and I want to go with entire workbook. Okay, I will click on save button, and you can see it's processing, and very soon it will do that. And if you go to here, now you can see it's converted to the PDF format, and here we go. You can see this is the sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on, right? So that's how you can even save and export your files very easily and save it on your computer. Okay, and the window version, same thing. Okay, to be honest, and in the web version you can just simply go to the top. I guess in the web version it should be okay, just go to file, and from here you can export it. Okay, export as a PDF, you can just do that. Okay, from here. So this is all I wanted you guys to know.